Hello everyone and welcome to this week's video. I'm so sorry I haven't been able to get things uploaded recently. I've been pretty busy, but I am going to upload multiple today so that it'll kind of make up for it. So this was supposed to be uploaded a couple weeks ago because the theme is back to school for this one. So it's the Jade winglet, not Peril. I replaced Peril with Kinkajou because Peril, the space is too small for Peril, so I did Kinkajou instead. Besides, Kinkajou was all super happy when she first got to go to Jade Mountain. So each of the dragonettes is representing something about Jade Mountain. So Moon has a scroll for reading. So here's Moon. I made her looking happy with a scroll in her mouth. Next is Kipling. He's playing the drum. And my first couple of sketches for Kipling did not go as planned, so I had to redo Kipling a couple times. Because I'm still not very good at drawing dragons' face with their faces forward. Because I've always done side. Yeah, so Kipling's playing the drum because that's really his favorite thing to do. It was kind of hard with the arms for Kipling because, it was just pretty hard. So what I ended up doing was tracing one arm and then just moving it a little bit higher for the other side. Yeah, so that'll be this part. So then I just erased that part and moved it a little bit, made it a little bit. That was me playing around with different tools because I had never used that one before. Okay, and then his wings are spread. Most of the dragon's wings are spread, so there's a lot of overlapping. Kipling's tail was pretty hard because I had to do it on a different layer so that it could be, no, the drum was hard because it had to be on a different layer, yeah. Okay, and then Winter. I couldn't really figure out something that he's representing, so he's just being his normal grouchy winter self. His wings are folded instead of spread as I originally planned. Yeah, so this is Winter. I kind of imagined him as he was in the beginning of the year, of the first year, because he was really mean, and then later he kind of was better. But I still imagine him as being pretty mean. Okay, Turtle is writing because that's his very favorite thing to do. It's another part of school. He has a little ink pot and a scroll under him. Originally I wanted his wings to be spread, but now they're kind of halfway because they would have blocked Winter. Yeah, so he has a scroll that's halfway written, his ink pot that's full. And so he's in front of them. I was trying to figure out where he should be, but I ended up deciding where he originally was. Okay, now, here's Kinkajou. She is putting up a banner, that says back to school, because I can just imagine her doing stuff like that, doing everything she could to be helpful, around back to school time. So, yeah, so she's putting up the banner. The banner's already halfway up, so we can see it says back to school. And I still have a really hard time drawing dragons facing right, so I had to flip the layer so that I could draw her facing. No, I have a hard time drawing dragon's face. Yeah, so I could draw her facing left, and then flip it back over. Yeah, okay, so now on the final sketches, a couple things changed. I made Kipling a little bit shorter, but it's overall pretty much the same. That was a weird thing that just happened. Okay, so in my first sketch, I drew way too many icicle spikes on Winter, so I made a little bit less. Yeah, so, okay, so that's all for the art. I just really wanted to say I'm very sorry for not being able to post videos recently. I've been really, really busy recently, but I do have, I have a lot of drawings that I've recorded, but, I just haven't really had time to upload them. So today I'm going to do a few. I don't really remember how many. This is supposed to be the first one, but of course, if you watch them out of order, that's fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna really work on keeping the upload schedule better. Yeah, so now, Redbubble. Redbubble is still open. True, I haven't been putting things on there, but go buy stuff. It supports me, and it makes me happy. And you get my cool art on stickers or notebooks or backpacks. Yeah, so, yeah, back to the art. I just wanted to say that because, it's kind of important to me that, you guys understand that I just really haven't had time. Okay, yeah, so I gave Turtle, like, a little bit of gold in his eyes, because that's what it says he has. I accidentally made Kinkachu look kind of angry in the first sketch of her eye, but I fixed it. She's smiling because she's happy to be helping. The Rainwing Ruff is one of the hardest things ever on dragons, other than their feet, because they're hard. Yeah, so Rainwing Ruffs are pretty hard because you have to figure out exactly what shape it is. So I made Kinkachu's tail kind of looping in on itself because it's a prehensile tail. Yeah, so I really do like coloring in Rainwings because I get to use the gradient tool for their wings and ruffs, and that's always a lot of fun. So I made her eye gradient too because it really also gives a bit of a Rainwing feel to it. And then I have her putting up the banner that says back to school. And then I made it like really colorful. I can imagine Kinkachu making it herself, making it really, really colorful because that's something Kinkachu's likely to do. And then I did the fire globes because I forgot about them until recently, and I was like, hey, maybe I should do them in the back to school thing. It took a lot of work figuring out how to make the right amount of knot solidness, and then the colors were really tricky, but eventually I think I figured it out. So yeah, here on the red one, like, it stopped because I just copied the yellow one, so I had to add more and try to fix it. So yeah, so this is the final piece of art. Moon is black and purple, like I always love to draw her. Her eyes are purple like clear sights. I kind of imagine Moon possibly being a descendant of Clear Sight. I kind of hope she is. And then Kibble with Kibble being on his drums, Winter being grouchy, Turtle being writing, and Kinkachu being helpful. Yeah, so subscribe to my channel, like this video. I might be opening the comments soon. I'm still thinking about whether I should. And then in the meantime, just go, even just looking on Redbubble is fine. And yeah, maybe I'll be able to open the comments to see what you guys want. So yeah, that's it for this video.